Para. People could easily understand that Lal Bihari was using his knowledge of Braille as a weapon against his rival. They included some secular supporters of the blind. They therefore stopped financial assistance to Lal Bihari's school. It meant further financial difficulties for him, but he was determined to continue his struggle. This unpleasant tug of war persisted for a few years before Johnson, the Methodist Bishop of Calcutta and chairman of the Committee on the Education of the Blind, intervened to bring it to an end. Page 41. He was in favor of enabling the locals to shoulder their responsibilities rather than rendering them dependent on the foreign missionary societies. It meant a clear support for Lal Bihari in concrete terms. He asked the authorities of the new school to close it down. Para. The school was wound up following this order, and the 3 students were returned to their former school. But the equipment gathered at that school was not given to Lal Bihari's school. It was sent to the headquarters of the society. After some time, however, the equipment was also transferred to his school as a gift. Thus, Lal Bihari won a major battle. Para. The year 1904 saw another shift by his school when he transferred it from the Circular Road building to 58 Elliott Road, the house of a benevolent college teacher. He allowed the school to utilize his house for a monthly rent of 5 rupees, and even this amount he donated to the school. Para. An exhibition was organized in Calcutta in 1905. Lal Bihari was able to secure permission for exhibiting his system of educating the blind there. It enabled him to realize some funds, and he again shifted his school to 5 Dihi Srirampur Road. He found a number of benefactors for his school there. It therefore registered rapid progress and expansion thereafter. Kelson, their old friend, continued to get supply orders for the school for its products like cheeks and curtains, etc. Another powerful and trusted supporter of the school was found in Ashwini Kumar Bandyopadhyay, who was member of the corporation from that area. He became a link between the school and the government. These contacts strengthened and expanded during the following years, with considerable benefit to the school in various ways. When the financial condition was very favorable, it was again shifted to a spacious bungalow at Lower Circular Road. Page 42. The monthly rent of the building was 75 rupees only, which was reduced during the war years. The school came into limelight at its place and registered further success with rapidity. Many high-ranking government officials started extending their financial and psychological support to its activities. Lord Ronaldsay also showed keen interest and became instrumental in providing a plot at Behala for the school. An appeal for funds which was issued during the tenure of Lord Lytton in 1924. Subsequently, appropriate structures were raised to house the school. The new complex was formally inaugurated by Lord Lytton on 31st March 1925. It became the permanent abode of the school in the month of June that year. Para. An ailment during 1912 snatched away Lal Bihari's sight and rendered him totally blind. He could not regain his vision this time, but faced life with courage. He continued to serve the school during his remaining years. He, however, handed over its day-to-day administration to his son and devoted himself to teaching the inmates and advising the young workers. Para. Lal Bihari was drawn to the field of blind welfare through his exposure to Braille script. He did not confine himself to learning and practicing the art, but went a step ahead. Garthwaite had co-authored the Oriental Braille Code with Knowles. Lal Bihari modified the Oriental Braille Code to meet the requirements of Bangla. The code prepared by him came to be known as the Shah Code, within inverted commas. It served the blind in that part of India for a number of years before the advent of Bharati Braille in 1951. The Shah Braille had many a good point, but it assigned different symbols from the original Braille script to numerals. Page 43. The Calcutta School for the Blind, a model institution during the pre-independence era, can be considered a gift from Lal Bihari to the blind children of this country. He continued to serve it despite his advancing age and blindness. By 1927, it had many attainments to its credit. It had found a permanent abode and acquired a standing as an educational institution for the blind children. In other words, the founder had realized his dream. His soul freed itself from the bonds of mortal body on the 1st of July, 1928.